Welcome everyone. In this video, we're going to learn about decorum, a very important concept in English literature. Don't worry, I'll explain it in simple words so that even a beginner can easily understand. So, let's begin. Definition. The word decorum means appropriateness, behaving, speaking or writing in a way that suits the character, situation, and subject. In short, decorum is about doing or saying what is right for the moment. For example, a king should speak politely and wisely, not like a joker. And a clown can be funny and simple, that's his role. So, every character in a story or play must act, speak, and behave properly according to who they are. That's what decorum means. Origin and etymology. The word decorum comes from the Latin word, decere, which means to be fitting or proper. The concept started in classical times, especially with Greek and Roman writers like Aristotle and Horace. They believed that every art form, whether it's poetry, drama, or speech, should follow proper manners and harmony. So, decorum is not a modern idea, it's been around since ancient literature. The classical idea of decorum. In classical literature, decorum was a rule followed very strictly. Aristotle, in his Poetics, said that every element in a play should match its type. A tragedy should remain serious and noble, while a comedy should stay funny and lighthearted. Horace, in Ars Poetica, also insisted that poets must choose words, emotions, and actions that suit their characters and themes. So, classical writers used decorum to keep their work balanced, beautiful, and believable. Features of decorum. Let's look at the main features of decorum. Keycap 1. Appropriateness. Every character, emotion, and word should fit the situation. Keycap 2. Consistency. A character should behave the same way throughout the story. Keycap 3. Harmony. The tone, mood, and setting should match the theme. Keycap 4. Unity. Comedy, tragedy, and action must not get mixed. Keycap 5. Moral order. Art should promote good taste and discipline. In short, decorum keeps the literary world in proper order, just like good manners in real life. Why decorum matters. Now, why is decorum so important? Because it helps to keep a work believable and beautiful, maintain order and discipline in writing, avoid confusion between comedy and tragedy, give each character a true voice that matches their identity. Without decorum, stories would look messy and unnatural. That's why great writers always follow this rule to maintain the soul of their work. Major practitioners and their contributions. Many famous writers believed in decorum. Aristotle said that tragedy must use noble characters and elevated language. Horace advised poets to keep unity and proper style in every situation. John Dryden, in Essay on Dramatic Poesy, he supported the rule of decorum in drama. Thomas Rymer strongly defended classical rules, saying that mixing tragedy and comedy breaks decorum. Even Charles Dickens followed it by making sure each of his characters spoke in their own natural tone. So, you can see that from ancient Greece to Victorian England, decorum has always been respected. Major texts reflecting decorum. Some famous texts that reflect decorum are Aristotle's Poetics, Horace's Ars Poetica, Dryden's Essay on Dramatic Poesy, Shakespeare's Hamlet and King Lear, where every character speaks according to their role. These texts show that when characters and emotions fit their place perfectly, literature becomes powerful and realistic. Decorum versus violation of decorum. Now, let's talk about violation of decorum. When a character behaves or speaks in a way that doesn't match their position, it breaks decorum. Example: if a king starts speaking like a clown, or if a tragedy suddenly includes silly jokes, the decorum is violated. However, later writers like Shakespeare sometimes mixed comedy and tragedy on purpose, to make plays more natural and human. So, while decorum is a rule, creative writers have also learned how to bend it beautifully. Quick summary. For exams, let's quickly revise. Small diamond. Decorum means appropriateness in style, tone, and behavior. Small diamond. It came from Latin and was discussed by Aristotle and Horace. Small diamond. It maintains order, beauty, and discipline in literature. Small diamond. Major supporters: Aristotle, Horace, Dryden, Thomas Rymer. Small diamond. Breaking decorum can cause disorder, but Shakespeare used it creatively. So remember, decorum keeps literature graceful, natural, and truthful to life. Thank you for watching. If you found this simple explanation helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more easy lessons in English literature. See you in the next video.